Don't let the world drown out your inner voice. I started the Spiritual Sense in 2019 with the intention of creating an Instagram account, designing art graphics with my own ideas, um, and called it the Spiritual Sense. Actually, when I started it wasn't the Spiritual Sense. I called it Mind, Body, Spirit Creative. Um, and I created it just because there was this inner feeling that I can't express my own creativity at work. As a graphic designer, I have to conform to the brand. So I felt like, let me create something on my own where I can just let my creative muse, my own desires just come out and play and be wild and do create whatever I want from the heart. So I started the Spiritual Sense, um, or Mind, Body, Spirit Creative on Instagram as an Instagram account to create inspirational quotes and messages, to inspire people. That's always been my um, kind of feeling, and that's my purpose, is just to inspire people um, through this creative art, through this creativity, through messages that never give up on your dreams, never give up on yourself, and um, and to feel fulfilled as using that as my hobby, not like a revenue stream or anything like that, just to have this inner call that I had come out to play, just bring it out. Also, um, I had a spiritual awakening after my mom died in a tragic accident, and that was a few years back, and this was kind of in part to help with that as well. Just because once you go through dark times and dark things and you go past through it, you feel like so, like a reborn, like a new child. You feel different, like a different dimension of you comes out, and you're never the same. And that happens every time that you do evolve. Um, so, for all the creatives out there who have fears of bringing their things to life, you're not going to be good enough, designs or everything that's been created, everything that you see out there that's created or that you want to create, it really exists. So if that's what you're thinking, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I don't want to create an account, because for my creative stuff, it's all been done. There's already so many spiritual, mind, body, spirit kind of accounts. So how am I going to be different? So if you have an inkling, just start, and then eventually it'll evolve to where you feel called to evolve to. Because what can happen is you're never gonna know, like, how much you can evolve through this creation, through this creative work, if you never start. Um, and so, I mean, it took years, and I just haven't even created a business card, I think, until maybe earlier this year or last year. I can't remember. Like, I was almost like, um, I don't know. I feel like, why didn't I create my stuff in print, in design, and bring it to 3D? I think there's a part of me that felt like I had a fear of being seen. And that may be a struggle for a lot of people, a lot of creatives. You do have a fear of being seen, because when you're seen, when you're fully seen, you're going to be judged. Just like anything that's, out there, people are going to come and judge you or comment or whatever. But it doesn't matter if it brings you to your true core self and you feel just inner joy for the joy of creation and not the outcome. Like, I really don't. I'm going to be creating so much more stuff. I created this tote bag just to hand out to the people. I just created a few because I didn't know how it was going to come out. To give it to people who have been supporting me here in Jacksonville, Florida, where I live. Because I'll be creating more stuff, but what I wanted to say is, when you create something and you put it in reality, like 3D, and I don't feel connected to the digital stuff as much. Like, yes, I was creating stuff, the videos and all this, but when I created this and it came in mail and I just ordered like 5, because it's cheaper that way, in case I didn't like the how it came out, so I can order more and different designs. Like, my mind is just, always in the clouds, and I have 1,000 ideas. In anyways, I feel that when I put it in reality like this, it just opened up. I just felt so proud that I've nurtured my inner child, and not let the ego mind, the conditioning, silence my voice, silence my desire to bring beauty to life. Guys, you will not believe this. So I was recording this, and wherever I left off, the video stopped. I don't know why it stopped. It stopped at the 555 mark. It's incredible. So 5 minutes, 55 seconds. I did not touch anything. I don't know why it stopped. But I'm just going to carry on. So I was saying, like, my desire was to bring beauty to life. I really felt connected to the slogan for the spiritual sense that I recently came up with. It's rooted in presence, awakened in body. And then I combined the creativity with the wellness, with the yoga and stuff. So I call it creative wellness, Kundalini yoga, and meditation. So very simple. So the thing is, when I brought it to life, I just felt like a little kid who, like, that inner Mary, that when she was little and she was creating art and just sees it in the physical, it's just different. It's just different. So that's my message, is when you start taking little steps of putting things in reality, no matter how large, even if you can just like do one thing that you can print, print something at home, but I feel like it has to be done like through some third party or something, because this design is now becoming reflected in through another person, through this process of printing, bringing it to life. So just have somebody do it for you. Like, you can even order stuff on Canva, your designs, and just that's what I would recommend. And you will literally transform. I don't know, like, the root cause, I feel, for being fearful of being seen for me is that I'm going to be seen as different, weird, because of, my creations are kind of spiritual, and I don't want people to feel like I'm I don't want people to think that I'm telling them what to believe in. Everybody can believe whatever they want, and especially I strayed away from religious stuff. It always felt more spiritual than religious, and spirituality is individual to their own. So that's essentially what my message is. It's not, but I was feared of people who are religious, honestly, that they're going to judge me and be like, oh, what are you doing? What is this, spiritual stuff? You should be following religion or something like that. But so that's really the root. When I think about it, it could be the what they call the witch wound. Like, maybe in past life, like women were persecuted, killed, burned because they were called witches, but they were just women. They were healers. They were creatives, creators, bringers of new life and new visions and new businesses, and they were seen as a threat. 333. Oh my goodness, everything is extremely aligned today. So you have to be your own biggest supporter. On this journey, I have come across people who wanted to belittle me or they just didn't give a crap or what I was doing. But at the same time, it was necessary for me to come across people like that, because in situations where I didn't find connection at a spiritual level with people, it kind of turned me to go within and find that within myself. So let's say you have somebody that's your friend, and you feel extremely like lonely, or you feel like they're not validating you. Well, why am I asking myself to be validated by them? I'm going to turn within and validate my own self, validate my own creations. Because everything that I want, everything that I am love. When I know I am love and I'm loved, I know I am innately loved by Source, by God, by whatever you want to believe in, whatever you want to call it, by divinity, by the divine. Everything just falls into place when you start to see yourself, that you are true divinity embodied in the 3D body. So what has helped me evolve and get to this place has been Kundalini yoga and meditation. It helped me surpass the ego mind, because people say I can't meditate because I think all the time. You think that I don't have thoughts just because I'm meditating? Every single day when I do Kundalini yoga, I'm fighting a battle with my own mind. And you know what I'm fighting the battle is, in Kundalini yoga, you're doing so many repetitions, like let's say this, inhale, exhale, until I exhaust myself in a way. And the mind wants to stop. The mind's like, just stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? But then when you rest in between each of the kriyas, which kriya is basically a combination of the postures, the repetitive movements, the breath work, and the mantras that you're saying within yourself. When you're repetitively doing those kriyas, and then when you stop, you get to the sense of awareness that you are not the thoughts, you are not the ego mind, you are this eternal being that's always been there. And you're so loved. That inner child comes out to play, and it's so grateful for life. Like, I want to like tear up and cry right now from joy. I just hope and pray and wish that everybody can just come to the healing and knowing that they are more than whatever circumstances they are in and whatever mental roadblocks they're in. You can overcome it. Believe in yourself. Put your dream out there. Create the work you want. Sing, dance. It's not just about, you have to be an artist to do this. Everybody's creative, because we are all creating our reality every single day. And you can either focus on creating their reality by focusing and scrolling on what other people are doing, or you can take 5 minutes of every day in the morning, meditate and feel, what do you want to feel that day? How do you want to feel that day? Do you want to create something for yourself? And then put it on your calendar. Look, okay, today for 10 minutes, maybe I'll write in my journal. I'll create a message or a video or something, that whatever is fulfilling for you. Maybe something with your hands, maybe baking, cooking, something, whatever. Think about what you liked as a child and set time for that. And then you set the tone for how you want to feel, versus how the social media, the media in general, is really telling you what to think, telling you what to feel. And you instantly feel like a shortness of breath when you're watching and scrolling with all the fear they're trying to instill in you. And I like that meaning for fear. It's either false evidence appearing real, or face everything and rise. So something that this journey has helped me with Kundalini yoga and meditation is when I am watching what's going on everywhere. I watch it, and I watch my emotions if they're going into anger, and accepting it. So I've come to a place of watching things unfold from a sense of detachment, doing things on my part by being active in the community and doing things that are humanitarian in my circle, spreading the messages that I want to spread, but from a sense of detachment, not to convert anybody, to change anybody's free will, but just to put the message out there. And then boom, I let that go, and then I go focus on what I want to do, whether that's creativity and things like that. But don't be sucked into the social media wormhole. It will consume you. So try to create and not just be a consumer, but be a creator of what you want to bring to life. That's the main message of this.